The best piece of business advice I've received in my career is to be comfortable with change, to really assess your marketplace, assess the customers, the technology, and make sure that what you're providing in that space is relevant.
Spend it like it's your own. I had a boss that I asked, can I do this? And he said, great, spend it like it's your own, because guess what? It is.
The importance of the art of being patient, where you want to take people on the journey with you instead of pushing them or forcing them on this arbitrary deadline.
It comes from a book titled It Starts With Why. It's authored by Simon Sinek. And from there I created my mission, or my why, which is to positively impact lives.
Listen more than you talk, and when you talk, to communicate clearly, consistently, and candidly.
To be myself, to be authentic, and to be open to new ideas.
The best piece of business advice I've received throughout my life and career, honestly, has probably been watching how my dad conducts himself within his business throughout my lifetime. That to be a great leader, you have to know how to be a good follower and servant of the people that you lead.
Pursue positions that are a stretch or that give you butterflies. To make sure that you are reaching for your future vision, you need to accept roles that you may not be fully qualified for, but you know you have the ability to fulfill.
Embrace the opportunity to pursue a taking job. So a taking job is one for my own growth and development.
The most important factor of any growth plan is showing your people the way. First, it's to set an aspirational goal, and then working with your team to show them the path and the journey to get there.
You know, we talk about as leaders, we want to create this environment where people can succeed. Oftentimes we think the environment's external. I don't. The environment is about the 18-inch journey from the heart to the head, back and forth, and making sure that every colleague feels welcome to be their true self.
You empower your people and then allow them to be a part of the plan to grow the company.
Have a culture that is thoughtful and resilient through change. Particularly throughout the way, there's going to be unexpected changes, and the ability to weather those changes and to come out on the other side is what's really going to make the difference and have a better outcome.
The biggest day-to-day challenge, and what keeps me up at night, is the number 63. I have 27 employees. There are 27 people that work in my company. However, there's 63 people that eat at the table. We do ourselves a disservice as business owners by only talking about our employees, not talking about the families and the lives that they represent.
The biggest day-to-day challenge we face is the people side of the business. Understanding that every person and situation is unique, putting them in a good position to succeed, and enabling them to learn from their mistakes.
Making sure that I'm available for my team members and I have the time for them. I need to make sure that my time is spent in a very focused manner where from 3:20 in the morning till 10:30, I am doing what moves all the companies and myself forward.
Keeping an eye on the future while managing the present. Part of the job of a leader is to be looking ahead, looking at the investments that need to be made, looking at the plans for growth. At the same time, you've got to be sure that your team is delivering the day-to-day. And so it's a balance of the yin and the yang.
Something I know now as a company leader that I wish I had known when I started out is the importance of taking well-planned left and right career turns, frankly staring your humility and your limitations right in the face.
Something I know now that I wish I had known before leading a company is the value of productive conflict. Creating a space where people can debate and to disagree, I think brings out the best ideas.
Was the impact that this was going to make in human services. Working with fellow veteran brothers and sisters and understanding the need that is out there has helped me prepare our organization to provide more services and handle more difficult situations.
People connect to you through your vulnerabilities rather than your strengths. And early in my career, I used to put myself as strong and separate my personal and professional lives. Now, when I show them my weaknesses, some of my vulnerabilities, people are more willing to follow me.
Time is finite. That really, as you set your objectives and your priorities and your team's objectives and priorities, that are you spending your time doing the things that are going to give you the biggest return for that invested time?
It's so important to speak the language of your stakeholders. In other words, for a leader, sometimes the words that we say aren't heard in the way that we intend them by the people we're talking to.
The person I admire most as a titan of any industry, in total honesty, is my wife. She is a retired teacher and now is at home with 3 full-time jobs in the industry of 3 teenage boys.
Frank Gatson Jr., who is a titan of the show business industry, he's currently one of my partners, and what I'm learning from him is through his motto, share the light, sparkle brighter.
Hubert Joly, as a titan in the industry of retail. And it has everything to do with his sense that people build the business, and that the heart-led leader, those leaders that don't think about title, that don't necessarily employ a hierarchy to the way they lead, create this sense of inclusion that enables amazing results.
Shelley Haas, who is the former Chief Marketing Officer of Ulta Beauty, she passed away earlier this year, and in the tributes that you would find about her, you would learn that she was someone who found the beauty in everyone and every interaction that she had with people. She made them feel like a better version of themselves.
The type of industry that I admire the most is Peggy Troy, the CEO of Children's Hospital of Wisconsin. Peggy made the very bold statement to change the mission of Children's to have the healthiest kids in the country here in Wisconsin. And she's done that.